A symbol is anything that stands for something else. What these things symbolize or stand for are important, and we need to see them every day to remind us about what they stand for. Symbols can stand for something that's too big to carry around, or something we can't physically touch, like an idea or a belief.
The Lincoln Memorial, sitting on the end of the National Mall in Washington, D.C., is a moving tribute to President Abraham Lincoln. The Lincoln Memorial can be seen on U.S. currency, in movies, and in person for free 24/7. Lincoln is widely recognized as one of the greatest presidents in American history, which makes his memorial especially fitting.
The Washington Monument is the most prominent as well as one of the older attractions in Washington, D.C. It was built in honor of George Washington, who led the country to independence and then became its first president. The monument is shaped like an Egyptian obelisk, 555 feet high, and averages 30 to 40 miles visibility in clear weather. The monument is among the world's tallest masonry structures. At the time of its construction, it was the tallest building in the world. It is still the tallest building in Washington, D.C.
Here are 10 amazing facts about the White House. 10. George Washington, the first U.S. president, did not live in the White House. 9. The White House receives about 20,000 mails and emails every day. Only a small fraction are selected for the president. 8. The White House complex was built largely by slaves who often worked 7 days a week. 7. There are 132 rooms, 35 bathrooms, 28 fireplaces, and 3 elevators in the White House. 6. The White House includes a tennis court, swimming pool, bowling lane, movie theater, and a jogging track. 5. Its kitchen has 5 full-time chefs and can serve dinner to as many as 140 guests. 4. The outside structure of the White House requires 570 gallons of paint. 3. The White House was burned by the British soldiers in the War of 1812. 2. Grover Cleveland's daughter, Esther, has been the only baby born to a president in the White House. 1. It wasn't always called the White House. One of its past names was the President's Palace.
The flag symbolizes a lot about our country. There are 13 stripes. These represent the 13 original colonies. These colonies would eventually become the first states in the United States of America. The number of stars on our flag today symbolize or stand for the 50 states that make up the United States of America. Our flag has always stood for something we believe in, that there should be liberty, that means freedom, and justice, that means fairness, for each person in the country, no matter what. We show our respect in how we handle the flag, not because it's made out of cloth, but because of the people, the history, and the values it represents. During the War of 1812 between the British and the Americans, a man named Francis Scott Key was on board a British ship just offshore Baltimore, Maryland. The British were trying to capture Fort McHenry on the coast. Francis Scott Key heard gunfire all through the night, but he couldn't tell who was winning the battle. Finally, when the sun came up, in the dawn's early light, he saw our flag still flying over the fort. The Americans had won. Francis Scott Key was so inspired that he wrote our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. Today, the flag stands for the people, the government, and the ideas of our country. This special bell rings for all of us. It's the Liberty Bell. The Liberty Bell was rung on July 8, 1776, to summon everyone to come to Independence Hall in Philadelphia to hear the first public reading of the Declaration of Independence. The bell was originally ordered to celebrate the 50-year anniversary of a special document to the people in Pennsylvania. When they were first testing the bell, it cracked. Two Philadelphia men, John Pass and John Stowe, were given the cracked bell to melt down and recast. They added more copper. But then it didn't sound right, so they broke it up and recast it again. They tried to fix the crack twice, but later the crack appeared again. Still, it was sturdy enough to ring from the bell tower in Independence Hall over many years. Today it's displayed in the Liberty Bell Pavilion in Philadelphia. Still, every year on the 4th of July, the bell is tapped, and thousands of bells across the country are rung to celebrate our freedom. This is the Statue of Liberty. She was the biggest birthday present the United States got for their 100th birthday. If you are 4 feet 6 inches tall, you are the same size as the Statue of Liberty's nose. This lady is dressed in long flowing robes, and in her hands is a tablet. The date, July 4, 1776, is inscribed on the tablet to symbolize the Declaration of Independence. The Statue of Liberty stands on Liberty Island in New York Harbor. On the other side of the Atlantic Ocean is the country of France. France helped us fight the war for our independence, and France is the country that gave us the Statue of Liberty as a gift of friendship in honor of 100 years of freedom. The French people themselves gave the money to build this extraordinary gift. So the Statue of Liberty is a symbol of both friendship and liberty. She was difficult to build. Eagle stands for freedom and power. It has been our national bird for over 200 years. It was placed on the Great Seal of our country in 1782. The American bald eagle is a large, strong bird. Its huge wings allow it to fly high and free above the land. Its wings can be 6 to 8 feet wide.